Presenting the starters for the UP Fighting Maroons. It's been quite a mix-up for UAAP Season 87 for Coach Carlo Kapatingan, but Daniel Nicolas is still there in the unit at that opposite hitter position as Jay Disquitado and Boots Budin will be manning the open spikers spot. By NU to begin things. They are one of the best blocking teams after all in the UAAP. Well, to be exact, they're number 1. And there's Jay Disquitado with the first point of our defending champions.
Early on here in the first set.
What a start by UP and the response by Boots Budin. I was about to mention a while ago that UP won the first set versus Ateneo and DLSU respectively in the first round. Of course, he'd want to achieve that again against NU, but it's also about sustainability in the long run for them. It's now 13-8. Lipata proceeds to the back. Capultos with the first ball. Budin. Nice read again.
Yeah. We can see here in the first set, NU going to a lot of drops. Like, take something off of their hit. Go for your hits. You're in the zone.
It's 10-13. Lagando got a hand. Jade puts it up. Gallego to the open. Budin this time with power, but he was denied. Nang UP pinainom ng tubig si Coach Carlo para siguro kumalma ng konti.
Kasi, di ba the huddle was against that player?
Yeah, Akaak.
Akaak.
Push by Aringo. Good chance for UP. Abale will send it to the open. Tommy. That was read well by Leo. It's Jade. Again, it's that zone at the back. They're able to pull off a comeback. Now the lead is down to 1. Oh, Rahim, great elevation. That was in.
That looked really good.
Now he already has 6 points here in set 1. Tommy, that was ruled as a point for UP.
With a 6-2 standing, right? You're ahead, but you want to protect your lead.
This is a chance ball. Gallego to the quick, and that's how you punish the defense of UP.
I would say pretty lazy defense
against the serve of Tommy Castrodes. Ball up by Capultos. Back set to Jade. Tough angle for him. Abalian now to Rahim. Off speed.
Good save. Good save.
Capultos. Aringo pinapalo. UP keeping it alive. At the net. Wow. Did you see the elevation of Rahim?
Athleticism, but that was their weakness against LaSalle. We have to say their passing. Game. Yeah.
And as you mentioned, to start this game, it wasn't the best as well. Disquitado. What a response in one game.
Ken.
Oh, what a block.
What a read. You have to say, I mean, perfect timing, perfect technique for Peng Tagibolo.
Rahim just being a force for UP. He now has 5. 23-21. Tagibolo, Spinabawi. Ancheta. First ball, Bersano. It's a quick hit, courtesy of Dan Nicolas.
What a first set for UP. We have to say they were able to keep NU. You know, that distance.
Had 3.
So, pretty balanced scoring for UP. You want to still stick to that game plan.
Jade, that was sharp.
You know, he has that. But you're right, no? The greatest challenge right now for UP is, can you win another set? Can you win this match? Because talent-wise, obviously they can, right?
There's the talent in Rahim scoring another point. In set 1 off of their fantastic start. All up by Castrodes. There you go, Nicolas again.
Remember, we talked about him in the pregame.
Service in by Lagando. Ancheta opens up.
Oh, good save.
That's by Soto. Castrodes blocked. 6-9 in set 2. Ball up by Boots. Ancheta open. Jade, nice. He's feeling it. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have another season high after this game.
Yeah.
He's already in double figures. Slide for Lipata. Here's Jade. Soto right there. Rahim onto the left. Tommy. Not much power there. Ancheta backs it onto Aringo, and that's an open area. Greg Ancheta serving 11-6. He came off the bench in this matchup. Rahim from the back. And you keeping it alive. And this is a chance ball for UP. Akaak, the setter, onto the slide, and Lipata will score.
Yeah.
Wow. Boots put in. What a setup. Eight serving 12 in set 2. Tommy sends it in. Greg back sets. Aringo will score again. You know, that setter of UP, Angelo Abalie, it's quite a story for him in this game, as Obed Mukaba just gave us a hammer. But then, he had a fracture on his knee. So hindi siya nakalaro.
Okay.
And now he's going up against his
Former
teammate. And he's trying to show off.
Oh!
Here's Abalie onto Kobe Akaak. Jimwell goes left. That was really tight. But still, Boots was able to make the most out of it. Flexing afterwards.
I love that reaction.
15-9. Leo Aringo.
Good
Followed by Tommy
serve.
Regalo. Too easy for Obed Mukaba.
On the bench here in the second set, because he was also instrumental in set 1.
They go to Rahim. Oh, nice read. And that's something that he's been working on. Because of that ankle injury. Again, hindi halata.
Oh.
Na may pilay siya. Tommy Castrodes is blocked. Abalie with the serve. Jade now onto the quick. And again, this is what happens. You're able to feed onto your wingers. By the end of the set, usually the middle blockers are open.
Both pretty decent setters,
Yeah.
but pretty young. That's a problem.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They're only in their first and second years respectively, as now Rahim, the rookie, will get a point for UP. UP Fighting Maroons.
Rookie also.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Marlon de Guzman. Chance ball, NU. Gapultos bumps it up for Jade. One in the hand. And Mukaba saw it. Jade now celebrates. As potent as they are already, this team's bound to stay. Diba? Hindi pa naman gagraduate yung mga yan eh. There was a touch on that call.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah. Open. Marlon blocked. De Guzman now gives up a free ball. A lot of time for Greg. Back row boots. And the hole was exploited.
So the sets were not the sets that they're used to, the
Yep.
Retamar sets. But they do have to adjust.
Yeah.
Again, when the ball leaves the setter's hand, it's your responsibility as a hitter.
Abalie. Now to Lagando. Oh, that's sent through. Gapultos right there to keep it alive. Chance ball UP. Can they maximize? Abalie, just let it go. And the push by Greg. Abalie. Rahim. Yes, sir. It's received by Gapultos. And that's why Tagibolos was able to attack. Mahirap iset.
That was before. Now we have ball boys.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Rahim from the back.
Oh.
Ringo a bit late there on his reaction. Wow. My, oh my. 12-15. Nicolas service in. Gapultos first ball. Open Mukaba. What a response.
Then Mukaba, that's the flow right now of the offense of NU.
You know what? In the past 3 games, it's been mostly Jeff Gallego for NU as their setter. But UP as an opponent is also quite memorable for Ancheta because it was in round 1 versus UP when he had his best performance. 18 excellent sets for Greg Ancheta, as now he was able to set up his captain, Leo Aringo. Sila will reach at least 10. The wing spikers of NU. Mersano will give up a free ball. Greg, back row for Boots.
You talked about
Tommy Castrodes. Backs it onto Jade. Yeah. Cross court again. Ball up by Jade. Tagipolos activated. Alam niya na hindi niya pwedeng taasan yung expectation niya in terms of playing time. But in terms of the other things, as duties of a captain, marami kasing ginagawa pa yun, including paperwork, right?
Overpass.
Too easy.
There's a round of applause.
Make it 19-23. Buds. Wow. I mean, you gotta give it to Nino Persana for trying.
Yeah. He got a hand at that, diba? I mean, it's not easy. Buds put in. That's pretty much an open look. Look at that.
That's a bullet. 20-24. Nicolas will have to continue serving if they want to win the set. Desquitado says, I don't want an extension. Let's end this now, and they go up 2-1.
And you picking up from set number 2, you know, that momentum, so to speak. And again, a very relaxed team. Such a personality.
Yeah. Always a great interview, by the way. Itong si Jade. Castrodes blocked. He hasn't gotten his groove in this game, and now there's the second double contact violation. All right, I'm looking at him now.
Yeah, no? They're stretching him.
May unting treatment na nangyayari. Rahim, pinabawi.
But Rahim is a given for UP, we have to say.
Ancheta to the open. Jade. Wow. Down the line. Marlon, first ball. Bali goes right, and Rahim will just have to push that. An easy ball for Leo Aringo. 10-13. Jade first ball. Greg back sets. Leo with the drop. Jade puts it up. Ancheta onto Buds. Hole again. Sent back by the setter of UP. Ancheta. Back row for Jade. We'll have to do it with Rahim at the back. Ancheta. Jade. Retribution.
Block touch.
Okay, so that's a point for UP.
What a time for it to come, though.
Jade. Oh, as I mentioned, he's getting more and more serious. Here's Jelai. Ancheta to the left. Jade with a read.
Oh,
Si Abalye. Ancheta combination. This time onto the left, and it is a point for Leo Aringo, who now has 18 big ones. Now with 7 points in this game. You have been waiting for these middle blockers of UP. There's the middle blocker of NU who couldn't score. The counter with Rahim. Blocked. Coverage by Soto. They send it back to Rahim. That's a point for UP.
They want to push this to a 5-setter.
Abalya to serve. He has 17 excellent sets against the 20 of Ancheta. Buds. No response yet. Soto puts it up. Rahim will give up a free ball. Desquitado. Ancheta backs it on to Leo Aringo.
That is a statement hit by Aringo. People footing right now. 20 apiece.
There's the receive by Lagando. One-handed set. Rahim denied. Abalye, same attacker. Rahim. Ball up in the air, and that's a tough chase for Peng Tagibolos. Ball up by Castrodes. Abalye back sets. Rahim again. He's denied. But it was Obed Mukaba blocking Rahim. There's the response by Dan Nicolas.
Much needed.
For National University, 24-23. Abalye. Rahim! Wow! It was out though. UP might as well challenge.
Yeah.
Touch or not? Oh, that's far.
This far. It's pretty similar to that Kitano hit.